know, if you've lived in Kansas for a long time, we are located in an area called Tornado Alley. The reason for that is that we see more tornadoes on average across the middle of the country because of conditions that we have. We have cold fronts coming through, and the Gulf of Mexico provides the moisture and the energy for thunderstorm development. And because of the conditions available at that time during the springtime, we see more tornadoes. On average, we see about 1,200 tornadoes across the country each year. Of those, most of those are small, what we call EF0 to EF1 tornadoes, which are short-lived tornadoes, but they are the most prevalent tornadoes out there. Probably the most people see about are the violent tornadoes, which make up less than 1% of the total number of tornadoes, but most of the fatalities come from the larger tornadoes.
All right, so we're talking about being ready for storms, and storm season is here. So the important things we need to do is make a plan, make a kit, and stay informed. So the first thing we need to do is make a family emergency plan. One way to do that is you can go to fredthepreparednessdog.org and look at the Parents tab and find a template emergency family plan. That will also help you think of your family pets as part of your overall family emergency and disaster planning. One of the other things that we can do is make an emergency kit and put the stuff that we're going to need in case of disasters in there. So in our kit, we have flashlight, which is always good. Important thing with flashlights, you want to make sure that you're checking those often to make sure that they're working and that those batteries are in good condition. You also want to make sure that you have spare batteries. You also want to have a first aid kit, something that you can take care of some minor scrapes and cuts should something happen. You want to have a bottle of water or a few bottles of water. The average person uses about 1 gallon per person per day, and so you want to make sure to have enough water for about 3 days in your storage kit. You also want to have food. Canned food with some nice little pop tops is easy. That way you can also eat that straight out of the can if you want to, having some silverware around. We talked about pets, and they're part of our family, so we want to make sure and have some little snacks for our pets as well. And so you can see in this case, Fred has got his snacks and he's got him put in. Might also want to have some personal hygiene products stuff down in there, and then a picture of the family. And so that way, if you guys are separated, you have a picture to help identify yourselves and help get your family put back together after the emergency. Finally, we need to stay informed. Having our NOAA weather radio that's programmed for our counties with those alerts turned on so that they'll wake us up in the middle of the night should a storm happen then. Also watching and monitoring local news and weather at all times.
A lot of people rely on the sirens across your neighborhood, but those were made only for outdoor warning. If you're inside, a lot of times you cannot hear the tornado warnings or may not hear those. So a good weather radio is something to have, and especially at nighttime.